p.m. 23rd July 2019 in the Liu County, Shuicheng County, Guizhou Province. A major incident, a landslide, hit the town. After the events, the General Secretary, President Xi Jinping, Premier Li Keqiang has sent us important messages to the Guizhou Province. Guizhou Provincial Governor Cheng Yiqing has also given us special notice and clarifications about the disaster relief work, and herself actually come to the sites for the rescue work. The National Emergency Ministry has sent rescue team to the sites where the landslide happened. Government officials, including Liu Yongzhi, Hao Changyong, among other government officials, has arrived at the sites with a group of technicians, rescue workers, firefighters to provide the rescue services to the sites. And also the municipal governor has sent a team to provide the rescue work for local sites. So here we provided you the updates of these incidents. These major landslides rescue work according to the arrangement. So here we are holding a press release. Today we actually see the two important guests who are joining us today. Mr. Wei Fangyan, who is the Deputy Director of the Bureaus of the Emergency Relief. Vice Governor of the county, Mr. Zhao Qingqiang. So here, let's first give the floor to Governor Zhao to give you all kinds of the updates of the information. Dear friends from the media, thank you very much for your concern. These major landslide events actually endangered the life and the properties of the general public. Here, with a heavy heart, I'd like to send my condolence to the victim of these events, and I also want to send my deepest concerns to the family members of the victim. Suffered by the heavy rain recently, around 9 p.m. at 23rd of June 2019, in the Pingji cantons of our county, we actually see this major landslide happens up to the 5 p.m. around 23rd July. We find that this landslide killing 11 people and leaving 34 missing. And among which we actually get the contact with 27 victims. After the event happened, we firmly implemented the messages sent off by President Xi Jinping and Premier Li Keqiang, and also Governor Shen Yiqing. We quickly formed an emergency rescue team, which was led by the Vice Governor Li Zaiyong. This is an emergency rescue team where we are going to conduct all kinds of the rescue work. In the morning, today, Governor Jin Baiqin has arrived on the sites. Currently, all the rescue work are carrying out. The second part is that we conducted an orderly rescue work for all the lives, and on the sites, we actually prioritize all of the rescue works, trying to find all the life signals. Currently, we find around 24 victims of the general public, among which 30 of them are dead. Another 11 was sent to the hospital immediately. And for the second part, we want to avoid the secondary incidents and landslide to happen. We transferred all the general publics around the incident areas to the safety place. During our rescue work, we actually conducted scientific rescue works according to the opinions of the experts. For the third part, we have done properly follow-up works. We sent a team of comrades of the local town governments and also the county governments to provide all the rescue works and listening to the opinions and feedbacks of their family members of the victims. Apart from which, we also conducted follow-up rescue works on the sites and also the guarantee work of the local transportations. Currently, all the rescue works are being done properly. For the third part, I believe that for our next steps work, we believe that we are going to carry on the messages sent by the President Xi Jinping and also Premier Li Keqiang, under the leaderships of the governor and also the provincial governor. We are going to better do a good job of the rescue work. We are also going to carry on and prioritize life, and we are not going to give up any single gleams of the hope. We are also going to do a quite good medical rescue work for all the victims. As long as there is hope, we are going to provide 100% of our efforts for the medical rescue works. For the third part, we are going to do a good mental comforting job to the family members of the victims. And we are going to join our hands with the general public to help them go through this hard time. So here, we'd like to give the floor to the directors of the emergency treatment bureaus, Mr. Lei, to report to you all the emergency rescue works. Dear friends from the media, today with a heavy heart, I'd like to report to all of you the July 23rd landslides rescue work updates. So the first part is about the basic information of the landslide incidents. On July 23rd, 9 p.m. in Liu Panshui City, Shuicheng County, Guizhou Town, Xingjing Village, there is huge landscape hit the area. According to our investigation and research, the total landscape area is covering over 23 square kilometers, and the gap between the sea levels is around 77 meters. Up to the afternoons of the incidents, we have rescued over 11 people, and we find that the landscape actually killing 13. And we actually gaining the contact over 21 people. We send our deepest condolence to the victims of these events and for their family members. Our hearts are with them all the time. So for the second part, I'll give you updates about the emergency rescue work. After the events, President Xi Jinping, Premier Li Keqiang, has sent all the important messages and guidelines to the rescue works. They required our full efforts to conduct the rescue works and trying to eliminate all the harms sent by these rescue works. And Mr. Huang Ming from the Ministry of Emergency Rescue Ministry Department has arrived on the sites to give all kinds of the instructions to the rescue relief work. Governor Zhang Baiqin has arrived at the sites immediately and give us quite clear instructions about the disaster relief work. So all kinds of the ministers, General Secretary Liu Jie, Vice Governor Li Zhanyong, Vice Governor Wang Yeyong, Vice Governor Wu Yongzheng, Vice Governor Fu Shengzheng has arrived on the site immediately to give us all kinds of the rescue release works. So the governmental Ministry Department of Public Security the government department of the natural disasters, and also the governmental department of the firefighters has arrived on the sites to provide the professional rescue help to the Liu Panshui City. And for the Liu Panshui City, they listed these events as a level 1 incident. The mayor of the city has arrived at the site immediately. The third part of my updates is that we have built up a rescue system containing all the rescue disaster relief efforts. We set up over 30 teams to be responsible for different functions of these events. We also do a quite good coordinated jobs of this rescue relief work. For the fourth part, for the rescue relief work, after the incident, the armed group, firefighters, mining rescue groups, public security, natural resources departments, general public hydrogen department, and also the army has arrived at the site and conducted all kinds of the disaster relief work. Together with the national level, city level, provincial levels experts, we are providing the professional and scientific relief work to the disaster-ridden area. Up to now, the on-site rescue work. Currently, we are seeing over 800 professional rescue relief workers working on the sites, and there are over 20 different forklifts and other equipment working on the sites with 10 different transportational buses. So there are 7 different disaster relief dogs and 20 different life detecting equipment working on the sites. We also using all kinds of the drones and AI related equipment and satellites to be used on the sites. We built up over 100 different tents to temporarily accommodate the victims. We deeply facilitated these tents with all kinds of medicines and clear waters. All the disaster relief work was conducted smoothly. For the next steps of our work, we are going to have a better rescue relief work, the rescue works. We are not going to give up until the last moment. We are going to do our best at the disaster relief and also the medical rescue works. We are also going to do a quite good job at our follow-up work. We want to restore the general public with their day-to-day lives, working and lives, and we are also going to do a better disaster relief. So we are also going to avoid this kind of incidents to happen again in the land of Guizhou. Thank you very much. The disaster relief work is actually at a quite critical period. All of our 2 directors is about to return to the sites. So this closed our press briefing. And after this press briefing, Xinhua News Agency and the Publicity Department of Guizhou Province is going to give you updated information. Thank you very much for watching.